All right, County Executive, thanks for taking the time to do this today. I know you're very busy. A big day for you. Obviously, we spoke about a month ago in Albany. You said you wanted to go speak to some people, explore the possibility of running. What did you hear that led to this decision today?
Well, people are craving for change in New York State. Under Kathy Hochul's leadership, or lack of leadership, I should say, we have declined in so many areas. She has put forth a pro-criminal agenda. We've got to get rid of cashless bail. It's making every community less safe. High taxes are not the way to attract business. It's a tax on the middle class. People are leaving New York State in droves. Businesses are leaving New York State. New York State is in decline. And when Kathy Hochul talks about affordability, she's been in charge for the last 4 years. And what I would say to people who voted for Kathy Hochul last time, who are dissatisfied with her, and there seems to be a lot of people that are dissatisfied with her, I would say, what do you got to lose? I have the record. Vote for me. I am somebody who will make New York State more prosperous. I will make New York State safer, just like I did in Nassau County, the safest county in America, the most desirable place to live in New York State. That's not what I say. That's what U.S. News and World Report. That's what Niche Magazine said.
Yeah. When we spoke, you mentioned, well, if people are going to be lining up for Elise, and I'll step aside and say that she should be able to run on her own. What makes you believe that Stefanik is not the choice right now?
Well, I think that I would be a better candidate because in a county with 110,000 more Democrats, I won by over 36,000 votes, and I had coattails. Every incumbent Republican won in Nassau County, and we picked up 2 additional seats in Nassau County. This was something that was not done in any other place in the United States for the Republican Party. The Republican Party had a bright light here in Nassau County because of the policies that I instilled in our county, making sure that we have safe communities, supporting our schools, making sure that it's affordable to live in Nassau County, cutting taxes, not even raising taxes 1 penny in 4 years, hiring 600 new law enforcement professionals, 400 cops, 200 corrections officers. Now we've got to make New York State, again, the Empire State, and make New York State a place where we put New Yorkers first and not spend billions and billions of dollars on illegal migrants who've been here for 15 minutes, taking away valuable money that could be used for our infrastructure, our hospitals, and our schools.
The support that though the representatives already gotten, I mean, that it's the GOP chairs, the majority of those across the state, lawmakers, she was sending that out in social media posts yesterday. How do you counteract that at this point?
Well, it's very easy. Many of those people gave their endorsement to her before they knew I was in the race. Now that I'm in the race, a lot of people are now saying that they're taking a second look, that they love my record. They love the fact that I'm able to win in Democrat constituencies. And let's face it, a Republican running in New York State has to do well with other constituencies. I got 56% of the Hispanic American and Latino vote. I got the majority of Asian American voters. I won with independent men. I won with independent women. And I got 32% of the African American vote. Most Republicans don't get more than 9%. We got 32%. If I got 32% of the African American vote in New York State, I'd win in a landslide. So we are just starting our campaign. My opponent has been at it for a long time. She's been at it for almost a year. And I think that we will build the momentum. Business leaders around the state, political leaders, community leaders, they're the ones that convinced me to get in the race.
I know we're up against the clock here, but I did want to give you an opportunity to respond to some of the responses that have already come out. We'll start with Elise Stefanik, who has said that you are an anti-Second Amendment, that you've donated to Democrats. What is your response to some of those things that have already been put on the table here?
Well, first of all, I've always supported the Second Amendment. I'm a gun owner. I own a pistol and a shotgun, so that's complete nonsense. And the fact that my business supported some Democrat candidates, if you look at the balance of the contributions that were made, The vast majority were made to Republicans. And you have to be sophisticated and understand that in the business world, when one of your clients asks you as a favor to contribute to a friend that may be running for public office, you do that. So President Trump contributed to Hillary Clinton's campaign when he was a businessman. This is something that's ordinary and usual. It's not out of the ordinary when you're in business. So it's a very unsophisticated charge that's being made against me.
And Kathy Hochul's team responding actually after our interview sent out a clip of you talking about Donald Trump and sort of painting it in a certain light, and also using, I think, a nickname. And I know we've talked about that before in terms of the nicknames being thrown around. What do you make of the governor's response in saying that your support of Donald Trump is a negative for you?
Well, I support President Trump. I supported President Trump when I won re-election here in Nassau County with 110,000 more Democrats. I won in a landslide. Not only did I support President Trump, but people who normally wouldn't vote Republican and constituencies that normally wouldn't vote Republican, I reached out to them. I showed that I have broad appeal because I help people in every neighborhood. I didn't ask people whether they were Republican, Democrats, or independents. I didn't care what race, religion, ethnic group, what lifestyles they had, what abilities they had. My reputation is helping everybody. And that's why I got broad-based support. And people who don't understand that don't understand politics in New York State. The fact of the matter is you've got to build a broad-based coalition. You can't be narrow. But I'm not a phony. I've said all along that I support President Trump. I think his first 11 months in office have been the most successful and certainly the most ambitious of any president in my lifetime. And I'm not running away from President Trump. People can spot a phony in New York. They don't like phonies. And people will love the fact that not only am I willing to say that I support President Trump, but I'm also willing to listen to people that may not support President Trump on issues where we can find common ground.
County Executive, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.